All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? My name is Michael Jernigan, and this is the Main Event Wrestling Podcast, part of the Press Play Podcast Network. And I'm joined by my tag team partner, Mr. Patterson. What's happening?
What's going on, Jern?
Oh, you know.
Man, we apologize. I have been sick the last couple of weeks, so we ain't been around.
We both got lives and jobs, and that's the way it goes.
Coronavirus. Have you seen?
Not here.
In China.
Yes.
I found this out. I seen this in China. Do you know how they're shaking hands now in China?
Elbows.
No. They're giving each other kicks to the calves like Orange Cassidy.
Okay.
That's how you give a little soft kick to the side of the leg, and that's how they're greeting one another in China because of the coronavirus.
They're going to start doing the kid and play dance pretty
Absolutely.
soon. Yes.
So we're actually going to open up this Sunday at our church, and that's how we're going to ask people to shake hands. But when they do it, they got to go, oh, every time they touch that leg.
Yes.
In honor of Orange Cassidy.
The devastating kick.
Yes.
Yes. Listen, this coronavirus is taking over the world, man.
It ain't taking over Asheboro.
No, I ain't made it here yet. Hope it don't. But like for a healthy person, it's not killing nobody.
No.
It's like old people.
Look, I was talking to a doctor, Dr. Gentry. He said by July, you won't hear about this no more. He said 3 months, it's gone.
Yeah. I saw a list the other day of everything, all the catastrophes that's happened like the last 10 or 15 years.
Look, I've seen bigger catastrophes in basketball.
Go all the way back. I've seen a couple of bad WrestleMania matches too.
Yeah.
Go all the way back to like Y2K.
You want to know what a bigger catastrophe is than the coronavirus?
Let's hear it.
Goldberg beating The Fiend.
Well, we'll get there.
Bigger catastrophe.
We'll get there. I don't think it's that big of a catastrophe.
Oh, it is.
We'll get there. We'll get to WrestleMania in just a couple minutes. Before we do, Goldberg's champ, baby.
Let me go. Well, we'll get there. We will get there.
We'll get there. All right.
Because I got some things to say to the people in the internet today.
We're going to look at the WrestleMania card to date. Obviously, there'll be more matches to be added. There'll be a lot more matches to be added. But we're going to look at what's on the card as of right now in a few minutes. But before we do, it's been a couple weeks, so let's go back to the Revolution pay-per-view for AEW.
My God.
Pretty good show.
Pretty good show.
Are
you kidding? That pay-per-view was amazing.
I wouldn't go that far. It's a pretty good show.
There was 2 bad matches.
The women's match?
The women's match and Dustin Rhodes.
What was wrong with that?
I didn't like the finish.
Okay.
I don't like that finishing move, right? I'm not
the choke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get I don't mind Pac's choke out because it looks painful.
Yeah.
But Jake Hager's doesn't look that bad.
I think all the winners of the matches were the right winners. They're the ones that I would have picked to win. I think Moxley should have won. He did. Be interesting to see what they do with Jericho now. Of course, last night they had Jericho and the boys beating up Moxley all over the place. So be interesting to see what they do.
They surprised me last night.
What with what?
Well, I know Fozzie's getting ready to start tour.
Uh-huh.
Because that's why Jericho dropped the belt, right?
Well, he should have dropped it anyway, but go ahead.
Right? That's why he dropped it.
Yeah.
And then he had the stipulation, if Moxley can leave, I'll leave for 60 days. And so if Fozzie's got a tour going, you're thinking Moxley's somehow going to walk out of this arena and Jericho's going to have to leave for 60 days. Well, it didn't happen.
No, I didn't see him walk out.
That's what I'm saying. They beat, which, if you read all the rumors and stuff, you see the tour, you think, man, Jericho, he's gone. He's off TV for a while, blah, blah, blah. So they threw me a curveball last night, and I greatly appreciated it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Jericho now. I think, obviously, he's going to stay at the top of the show, right? He's got to be up there somewhere.
Right, yeah.
MJF had a promo last night.
Great one.
He mentioned Moxley's name, so that may be a future match or the next match for Moxley. Speaking of MJF, he beat Cody Rhodes. And do we want to talk about this neck tattoo today? Or do you need more time to let it settle in?
What is up? At first, I was hoping it was like one of those stick-on tattoos.
No.
Dude, why? What?
If you're going to do that, it's got to be a real one. Because if it comes off next week, then you're going to be
It's terrible,
you're
right?
You're going to be the even bigger laughing stock of wrestling Twitter.
Put it on your back, put it on your shoulder.
You know what? This could be good, though. This could be good.
All right.
Hear me out.
Let's hear it.
Cody Rhodes got the neck tattoo.
Right.
First of all, the tattoo looks cool, right? Like
It does. I just don't like it on the neck.
Red, white, and blue type deal. It looks cool. Here's how it could be good for you.
All right, let's hear it.
Brandy Rhodes has said she don't like it.
Hey, talk to me, Brandy.
If this leads to we don't want anybody to divorce and separate, but
Speak
if
for
it
yourself.
leads to
Speak for yourself.
if it leads to something,
Brandy,
I know a guy.
hey, look me up. Hit me up,
That's all
girl.
I'm saying.
Girl, Brandy is fine.
So that's what I'm saying. It could
She
be
is fine.
a good thing for
Yeah.
you. For you.
Absolutely. I'm all in.
So MJF beat Cody at the Revolution pay-per-view, which I'm okay with because I think that's going to extend it out a little bit more.
Right?
I think that we'll talk about what Cody did last night in a minute.
Right.
But as far as the pay-per-view goes, I'm fine with that. You had the tag team championship match. I was expecting this was when the big turn was going to happen.
Did not.
I thought Hangman was going to turn, they were going to lose, and they'd be done. But no.
One of the best tag team matches I've seen in a while. That's a great match. You can squint your face all you want to, but you're wrong. It was good. Real good. And then last night, Hangman came out, and did you see what he done?
Yeah.
When he gave the boy the middle finger at the very end.
Yeah.
I love what they're doing with Hangman Page.
Yeah.
I love it.
He came out last night, saved the Young Bucks, and who else was out there?
Bucks of Youth.
I forgot who else. Well, saved Matt because Nick was not there.
Yeah.
Whoever else was in the ring, I can't remember.
It was good, man.
Cody was there getting beat up. Dustin was getting beat up.
I love AEW.
What's the other guy? What's Dustin's partner's name?
Oh, I can't think of that guy's
QT,
name. Yeah,
something.
Something terrible.
They were all getting beat up, and then Hangman Page, Adam Page, come out, saved the day. Then gave Matt Jackson the bird, and then walked off and
rolled out.
Got a free beer out of it. So
didn't spill a drop.
I was expecting the Young Bucks to win the championship Saturday night, but I was wrong. So I would have missed that one. But I'm okay with that because I think there's a lot of good stuff in AEW. And whatever the tension is with Omega and Adam Page is one of them.
Yeah.
So I'm okay.
It's a great build-up.
I'm okay. Let that go on a little longer. I'm fine with that.
That's what you got to like about AEW to me, and we've said it before. They've got now 2 or 3 months to build up before the next pay-per-view.
Speaking of a build-up, let's take a right turn, a hard right turn. We like this build-up, whatever's going to happen here.
Right.
We finally saw what was in Rowan's cage.
First off, I did not see what was in Rowan's cage. I've read about it. Because I tweeted something a while back. What did I tweet?
I don't know.
What did I tweet? Hang on.
I don't know.
Talk about what was in the cage. I'm going to go to my tweet.
A big old spider.
That was terrible.
A fake spider that was pulled out of the cage. And I thought, my God, like, for real? Like, you got this build up with him not wanting anybody to get close to the cage, not letting anybody bump the cage, touch the cage, look underneath the covering that's on the cage, all for a big fake spider.
Terrible. That's WWE for you right now.
Remember those, remember Bad News Brown? He had those, oh gosh, what did he have? He had, because he was wrestling with Jake the Snake. Jake had a snake, of course. And Bad News had his sewer rats. He's allegedly had a cage. Well, he had a cage covered up, but allegedly it had sewer rats in there. And the sewer rats are better than a freaking big old spider.
I agree.
A big tarantula-looking thing. So
I tweeted this about 6 days ago. The Iconic Jam just said he was done with WWE after that crap of a match between Oldberg and The Fiend. Great job, Vince McMahon and Triple H and whoever else wrote that crap. You want to destroy Bray Wyatt's character for blood money overseas. No wonder AEW's ratings are increasing week by week. And you know what, John?
Yeah.
Since I tweeted that, I have not watched a WWE episode.
Yeah.
So when we go to that part of the show, talk about it.
This is it.
I got nothing other than I tell you this. It's straight crap.
This is it. This is the WWE
straight
part of the show.
Crap.
We will talk about NXT, but this is the Monday night, Friday night part of the show.
It is piss poor Terrible.
WrestleMania. We'll get to WrestleMania in a minute. So
I don't even know if I'm watching WrestleMania this year.
Oh, you watch WrestleMania. Stop.
I may watch one match.
Stop it. Goldberg?
Charlotte.
Goldberg and Roman Reigns?
No, I guarantee I ain't watching that crap.
I bet you will. You'll be at my house.
I will not.
Lee Brim.
First off, I'm not driving to Denton when I got the WWE Network still.
You're going to be at my house. Lee's going to be sitting over there on the couch with his shirt pulled up and his belly hanging out.
With a thing of dip in his mouth.
So you had the Young Bucks lose to Kenny Omega and Adam Page at the pay-per-view. Not Rio. Nyla Rose beat Chris Statlander. What do you think about Excalibur trying to describe where Chris Statlander is from?
It's terrible.
Yes, and I think Jim Ross has a mini stroke every time he says she's from whatever that universe is she's from. And Jim Ross is thinking, are you effing kidding me?
Yeah.
By God.
Just say she's from Uranus. That's all you need to say.
She's from parts unknown is all you got to say.
Yeah, something
Old
like
school,
that.
And then move on. So Nyla Rose got the win. And then Pac and Orange Cassidy had a decent match.
It was a good match, man.
A decent match. It was okay.
When he threw Orange Cassidy into the turnbuckle, not the turnbuckle, but the ring post outside.
Outside, yep.
Son, that looked brutal.
Yeah, we watched that clip the other day. It looked like he hit his head.
That looked brutal.
I think Orange Cassidy may be a couple of months ago, you said that Cody Rhodes was as big of a star as Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I said he got a big pop. Didn't say he was the biggest star.
I think Orange Cassidy may have the biggest pop coming out
in
today.
Wrestling. Of all wrestling.
I don't know about that.
Because I'm going to say yeah.
I don't know about that. On Wednesday nights, he seems to be the biggest fan favorite.
Oh, he's the draw.
He's not the draw.
He's the draw right now.
Jericho Moxley is the draw. But he seems to be
they love him.
The biggest babyface on the
they love him.
Yeah. So
love him.
And then you had Dustin Rhodes and Jake Hager, and Hager got the win while making out with his wife over there on the sideline.
Hey.
So that was your revelation. That was your Revolution pay-per-view. Now, skip ahead to last night on AEW Dynamite live on TNT. I've got to be honest, I missed the first hour of the show, but that's okay because we have this thing called the internet. And it's
guess what?
Wonderful.
I missed the 2 hours of WWE.
You didn't watch any NXT?
No, I didn't. I'm done with WWE.
Including NXT?
I may be.
You missed.
It's terrible.
You missed Matt Riddle.
I probably missed the Dream.
Yeah, he had a cage match.
I may have to go back and watch that. I
Him
may
and
have
Roderick
to
Strong.
recant on my statement.
He lost the cage match on purpose. On purpose.
You about made me cuss.
On purpose.
About made me cuss on the radio.
Let me tell you what happened? Or
nope, I want to watch that match. I'll watch that one.
All right.
Did Charlotte come out?
No. She may have come out in the first. I missed the first hour. I missed from 8 to 9 on both shows. But I missed the first hour. So on AEW Dynamite, Colt Cabana was there. SCU and Colt Cabana versus Dark Order. Of course.
So Colt Cabana has left NWA?
I think he
or is he still doing both?
He may still be doing both. I don't know. We'll see. But he's on. He come out at the pay-per-view in the what's their pre-show thing called?
Just the pre-show.
It's called something, whatever it is. He would come out there to save SCU. So he was out last night with SCU versus the Dark Order. What are your predictions for who's the leader of the Dark Order? Is it Matt Hardy?
Luke Harper.
Luke Harper. Okay.
Or is it Brody Lee? Is that what he'll go by? Independent Brody Lee?
Yeah.
I think Matt Hardy is too obvious, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I really want him to surprise with Matt Hardy. So I want him to come out with something else other than that. And so I'm hoping Luke Harper or Brody Lee is that guy, just because I want to see what creatively they can do with Matt Hardy. Because I think he's a genius.
I think if it's anybody other than Matt Hardy, I'd be kind of let down now.
Really?
Yeah, because you're kind of thinking like it's going to be him, it's going to be him, it's going to be him. And now they're putting out these videos with the Young Bucks at the compound.
Yeah.
And you're thinking it's going to be him. But now you just don't know. I think I'd be a little let down. That's all I'm saying. You had Big Swole in a match with Leva Bates. Big Swole got the win. I think Big Swole's going to be good. All of the AEW women need a little work, but
a lot of work.
She's going to be good. Then I got to the TV just in time to see Cody Rhodes come out talking about losing to MJF. Said he would put the whole thing behind him if MJF come out here and talk to him right now. And then the music hit.
Oh, my goodness.
and Jake the Snake Roberts come walking down the aisle.
And we started texting like crazy.
Yes, me, you, and our buddy Brian. We got some text messages going, and I got to say, I'll say this about Jake. Jake looks good.
He does, man.
But he's got to do something with that haircut.
His hair dye, I don't know what happened, but I don't know if they ran out. They were blind on one side.
I think he may have been like a last-minute replacement, and he was in the middle of getting his hair dyed.
Somebody else is supposed to come to cut that promo.
Yeah. Like that was supposed to be Matt Hardy.
Well, here's what I like, right? We do our podcast, but, if you're on any type of social media, there's always, these little articles that come out.
Yep.
Here's the best one I read. Jake the Snake cut the best promo he's ever cut in the last 20 years. He ain't been on TV in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
What kind of article are you writing?
This is 2020. If you say the last 40 years, the last 30 years, then we may have something to talk about.
I thought, what are they talking about? But Jake the Snake hints he's got somebody.
Yep. So Jake come out, told Cody to stop crying. You got your tail beat, suck it up. But that's not why I'm here. He said, I'm here to take everything that you have. And called him Caesar.
Yep.
He said, I got people coming. He called them what did he say? The dark side. I don't know if that's like a group of people. He talked about having a client. He talked about being a client. So Jake's got something in the works here with AEW.
He throws a insult at Arn Anderson.
He sure did.
But what month are we in?
Right now?
Yes.
March.
We're in the month of March. He called Cody what?
Caesar.
Mm-hmm. Beware the Ides of March.
Oh, I saw that online. Whatever.
Do you think Arn Anderson's going to turn on him?
No.
You don't think so?
Not yet.
Is Flair coming?
No.
Flair's coming.
No.
Flair is coming.
Stop.
Well, here, let's stay with Jake the Snake for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your crap show you watched, WWE. Right?
Yeah.
Here's what I do like about AEW over WWE.
Uh-huh.
They know how to use the old guys.
Yeah.
Like, right?
Yeah.
WWE brings them out, parades them, lets them do some crap segment, sends them on up their way. But the way they used Jake the Snake last night was good.
I agree.
Was good. And now you're intrigued because who is he bringing and how many of them are there? So I did love that segment. Great segment.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with Jake. That's got my attention for the next couple weeks. See who comes out. There's rumors online that Brody Lee could be with Jake. There's a guy that named Lance Archer from New Japan. He was supposed to be on there last night, but for whatever reason he wasn't. He could be involved in Jake's crew. So it's going to be something.
Ric Flair.
It's not going to be Flair.
You need to stop.
It's not going to be Flair. The show ended with Jon Moxley and Darby Allin versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Of course, Moxley was viciously attacked backstage before the match, and you had Darby Allin with a 2-on-1. The best spot, I don't know if I should say the best spot. The best moment of this match was he was getting beat down. He crawled to the corner of the ring where Moxley should have been to make a tag. He stood up. He took a deep breath. He tags himself, gave himself like a self-high five, and then he went and started cleaning house again.
Love it.
That was the best
We
moment
love some
of
Darby
that match.
Allin, man. He's
Darby
good.
Allin is a young stud that will be going crazy over the next few years.
He's good, man. I like him.
If he and Sammy Guevara and Adam Page and throw Pac in there, if them boys aren't in the World Championship picture in 2-3 years, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
And what you like about it is that's good young talent.
Yeah.
Right? So we know Jericho's old.
Yep.
So he's phasing out. So, I mean, there's some good young talent they got to build around.
So we'll see what happens next week. I hope Jake's on there. Hope he does something else to give us another hint, another clue, something about his group that he's coming. Now, I did notice last night there's a lot of groups forming.
Pac and
we didn't talk about Pac and the Lucha Brothers, Death Triangle.
Yeah.
You obviously have them. You have SCU. You have the Nightmare Family. You have the Dark Order. You have the Inner Circle.
The
Elite. You have the Elite. You have the Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
I saw some rumblings online that could mean that they're working on a 6-man tag team championship belt.
I've seen where they may have that.
Yeah, that's a lot of Mexican promotions, a lot of lucha promotions have a 6-man tag team belt. Lucha Underground had one that was really good, had some good matches with. So,
plus, they're getting ready to have the revival.
They may.
And so.
But that's not a group. That's just a tag team.
It's going to be 2. And they're going to have a manager, right?
No,
they're going to, right? Arn Anderson will somehow wind up being their manager. Somehow. Because they love them some Arn Anderson.
They do love Arn Anderson. All right, over on the other channel on NXT Live on USA.
Snorefest.
The night got started with Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai in a cage match. Like I said, I missed the first hour, and like Jam said, he didn't watch any of it at all.
I'm done with WWE.
So I'm going to go back and watch this match. I want to watch this cage match. So I know who won. Let me tell you who won.
Yeah, I don't care.
Dakota Kai won, but I want to see what happened. When I got to the TV, the Undisputed Era was taking on Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. They got the win, and then the Bruiserweights come out, and then they got attacked.
The Broserweights.
What did I say?
Broserweights
come out, and they got attacked by the Grizzled Young Veterans from NXT UK. So I think they're setting up a 3-way tag team match with the Undisputed Era, the Broserweights, and the Young Grizzled Veterans for WrestleMania weekend. Austin Theory was on there, no big deal. Then they had the Velveteen Dream and Roderick Strong, which we're not going to talk about because Patterson hadn't seen it.
I'm actually going to watch it.
And he wants to go
But
back.
if you want to talk about it, go ahead. It won't bother me a bit.
No. It's cool. Adam Page had a role in there. Adam
Cole?
Adam Cole had a role in there. Just to give you a teaser. A teaser. So there's a lot going on in professional wrestling today, and I love it all so much. Well, not all of it, but I love a lot of it so much. So you and I spoke, is it yesterday or Tuesday? You said you've got something to say on this week's show. Let's talk Goldberg.
Oh, my God.
And The Fiend.
That's terrible.
From last week at the Super Showdown show from Saudi Arabia. You had Goldberg and The Fiend for the Universal Championship. The Fiend's never been beaten.
The Fiend didn't even get a move in.
I have not seen the match.
I watched it.
I do not know. I know that Goldberg won.
In 3 minutes.
What you got to say?
How? Look. Seriously, I know the premise behind this, right? They want Roman Reigns to beat Goldberg, and if Roman was to beat The Fiend, they were afraid he would get booed. He's still going to get booed, right? It's the dumbest thought process ever to let Goldberg wrestle once a year and every time win the belt. It's terrible. First off, Goldberg wasn't that great of a champion in WCW.
Easy.
Michael Cole pissed me off about 4 years ago.
Easy.
When he said he was the greatest WCW champion of all time.
That's not true.
No, Michael Cole said that.
Well, Michael Cole's not right.
Exactly.
Michael Cole's not right.
The greatest WCW champion of all time
but
is?
But he was a good champion.
No, he was not.
Stop it.
I put Lex Luger over him.
Well, I don't blame you for that, but stop it.
He's not in the top 5 of WCW champions.
Listen, when he beat Hogan at the Georgia Dome on that Monday night, that up to that point, that may have been one of the biggest Monday nights in professional wrestling history.
It was in Georgia, where he's from. Means absolutely
That's good booking.
Nothing.
That's good planning.
Means nothing.
That's good booking.
Goldberg is terrible. Dolph Ziggler and Matt Riddle just need to take him out back and beat him like the government mule that he is. Look, Vince did that crap for 2 reasons. One, like I said, because of Roman Reigns in WrestleMania. And 2, blood money for Saudi Arabia. Them daggone oil princes or whatever they are get to choose whatever crap they want. A pay-per-view over there is garbage. There's nothing but a glorified house show. And you're going to let The Fiend, who is your biggest attraction on SmackDown.
Yeah.
True?
Yeah.
Your biggest attraction on SmackDown is going to lose to a 56-year-old part-timer.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Let me tell you why.
That is terrible.
Let me tell you why.
I just told you why.
No, you didn't tell me the right reason.
What's the right reason?
Let me tell you why. It's WrestleMania season.
Yeah, and he don't want Reigns to beat The Fiend at WrestleMania.
No.
Reigns has got to win at WrestleMania.
No.
Oh, my God, the man beat cancer. Good for you, Roman Reigns.
No, you're missing the point.
That's why I'm done with him.
you take those three guys: Goldberg, Roman Reigns, and The Fiend. Who's the biggest star out of those three?
The Fiend.
No, Bill Goldberg.
No, he's not.
That is why. Who's been on more TV shows? Who's been in more movies? Goldberg. Listen, it's WrestleMania. This isn't for the Fastlane pay-per-view. Goldberg's not wrestling in the Elimination Chamber this weekend. It's all about WrestleMania and getting as many people.
This pay-per-view's a wash. It don't mean a thing.
And getting as many people to watch WrestleMania as possible. And Goldberg does it, not The Fiend, not Roman Reigns.
So you're telling me you honestly think more people would tune in to watch Goldberg over The Fiend?
Yes.
No!
Yes, because...
No way!
Because he was a big star in 98, 99, 2000, into 2002, 2003 when he come to WWE. Yes.
No.
Yes. The casual fan has no clue. My wife does not have a clue who The Fiend is. She don't know who Goldberg is, but she knows the name Bill Goldberg.
She don't know who The Fiend is?
No, she don't know who The Fiend
Then
is.
I'm highly disappointed in you.
Well, that's okay. I don't care. But it's all about WrestleMania. Once WrestleMania is over, Goldberg will be out the door. He may come back around.
And guess what? We got a sorry champion on SmackDown.
He may come back around at SummerSlam time, and he may be back around next year at WrestleMania time. It's all about getting people to watch WrestleMania. With Goldberg being the biggest name of those three worldwide, not just in your wrestling bubble, worldwide, more people's going to want to watch because Goldberg's on there.
Well, why didn't you have Goldberg versus John Cena?
Because you got to spread those people out. You can't have two of them in the same match. You got to spread those people out. Now, what they should have done was The Fiend should have won at Super Showdown. You should have had The Fiend versus John Cena at WrestleMania. You can still do Goldberg and Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Spear versus spear, whatever. But have The Fiend and John Cena. They have a history going back to WrestleMania 31, WrestleMania 30, when John Cena beat Bray Wyatt. You got John Cena trying to break Ric Flair's record with his 17th championship, and he wants the toughest challenge he can get to do it. That would be the unbeaten Fiend that's been killing all these fools. That's what should have been done. But they didn't do it because...
They're idiots.
Because Goldberg is the biggest name that they could get to have the most people watching WrestleMania.
I'd rather have Tyson Fury in there.
And then, on top of that, with the possibility of WWE selling their pay-per-views to whoever they're negotiating with to have pay-per-views on a different channel, be it ESPN Plus, be it Hulu, be it Netflix, whoever, with that, next year, if WrestleMania is not on the network, they're going to want all those people that watch this year, more people next year, to drive those people to wherever, Netflix, ESPN Plus, whatever it is they end up doing.
Around 2 years ago, Vince McMahon came to the ring, had his family with him.
It was a year and a half ago. December of 2018.
And he said what?
You are the authority.
Talking to who?
The fans.
And we're going to do what?
Do what you want us to do.
We want to do what the fans want us to do.
Yeah.
In your humble, honest opinion, have they done that?
Some.
No.
Some.
No.
Some.
Zero.
Some. So.
It's absolute hot garbage.
At WrestleMania 36, you've got Goldberg versus Roman Reigns. Now, I don't like the way that match come about. I don't mind the match. I don't like the way it come about. It was just dumb.
I'm
Goldberg
next.
Out there, Roman Reigns coming out saying I'm next, completely eliminating the Elimination Chamber. I don't even know if they'll have a men's Elimination Chamber match now.
Terrible.
So who knows? You also at WrestleMania had the WWE title, Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. I think this match should be the main event. It should close the show. It should be Drew's moment, but I'm afraid it's going to end up being Roman Reigns' moment, but it should be Drew McIntyre.
That's going to be a great match. And I'll give Raw credit. They've done a great job with the last, from 2 weeks ago on, I don't know what they did this past week, of promoting Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he's going to be big.
Yeah.
He's going to be big. The Raw Women's title match is Becky Lynch versus what we think is going to be Shayna Baszler, because they have an Elimination Chamber match coming up, with all signs point towards Shayna Baszler winning that.
I saw a picture of Becky Lynch the other day. I guess it was from Raw, and she looked like an absolute clown.
With the fur coat.
And
the crown on. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. I haven't paid that much attention on Monday nights, but I don't know what she's doing.
Can they really get rid of her? Like, seriously, like,
no, they don't
really
need to
quick?
get rid of her. They just need to change up what she's doing.
Man, it's terrible.
If this is the case, one of your predictions for this year will be gone.
What is that?
Your WrestleMania main event prediction?
Uh-huh.
What was it?
Oh, yeah.
Ronda Rousey?
Becky and Baszler.
Yeah. No, I think you said Becky and Ronda.
Was that who it was?
Yeah, so that will be out. The NXT women's title will be defended for the first time at WrestleMania in a match that we're looking forward to. You have Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair.
That's where I'll spend my $10 and then turn it off.
Okay.
Rest of that card is garbage. Go Flair.
Reports are there'll be a WWE women's tag team title match, the Kabuki Warriors versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya.
Can Beth Phoenix still operate? I heard she called a
RKO. Yeah. I said weeks ago, right after that Monday night, after the Royal Rumble, when Orton attacked Edge, he needs to come to NXT and do that. First of all, that would help out NXT ratings to promote Randy Orton being there. It'd be cool to see Randy Orton there. And Beth should have been in the ring doing a in-ring promo with somebody.
And out of nowhere.
Then Randy Orton just comes out of nowhere and lays an RKO on
that would have been so good.
Speaking of Randy Orton, you got Edge versus Randy Orton.
Nobody cares.
Yes, we do, too. Yes, we do. I'm thinking there'll be some type of stipulation in this match, be it a last man standing match, Falls Count Anywhere, that kind of thing, no disqualification. You have The Undertaker, your boy, versus AJ Styles. I'm looking forward to it, even if you're not.
I'm not.
This will be Undertaker's best match in the last 5 years.
Well, it's because AJ will carry you.
I'm not disagreeing. You got The Fiend versus John Cena, which I think will be good as well. Reports are you're going to have Otis versus Dolph Ziggler, which I'm all for because Otis needs to kill Dolph Ziggler after that stunt he pulled. And then you'll have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and then the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal as well. So that's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 matches already tentatively scheduled for WrestleMania. I heard that they may be planning on 16 matches for WrestleMania Sunday night, which means the show's going to start at 7 and it's going to be over at 2 o'clock a.m.
Means I won't be watching it.
I'll be watching. You'll be at the house watching.
I won't be at your house.
You and Lee Brim with his belly stuck out.
Nope. Hey, but you know where I'll be next Tuesday?
Let me think. Next Tuesday. Nope.
ACC tournament.
Oh, okay.
Watching the Heels play.
Tuesday, yes. They'll be playing Tuesday.
You know how much tickets are right now?
How much?
$3.
There you go. Yeah, they'll be playing Tuesday.
Yeah, general admissions first day. So if anybody wants to go watch
is it?
the Heels play.
Legit? Like you can pay $3?
No, I bought them yesterday. $3 a ticket.
Nice. Yeah, they'll be playing Tuesday. They'll be playing Wednesday. They'll be playing Thursday, and then their
legs give out.
Yeah, their weekend will be about over.
So, but yeah, if you want to go, tickets are $3.
Tuesday nights we got. What time is the game?
They either gonna play at 4:30 or 7.
No, I can't do it. We got t-ball practice on Tuesday nights.
Ooh,
you're talking to the head coach of the 3, 4, 5-year-old team.
I like it.
South Davidson Youth Sports. So,
I like it.
I'm going to cut a promo on the kids. Our first practice is Saturday morning.
I'm
cutting a promo on the 3-year-olds. I'm going to let them know that I'm the boss of this show.
That's right.
I'm going to give them the old Vince McMahon, I run this piece. If you don't do what I say, you get thrown off the cage.
I like it.
So,
that's the way to do it.
Yes. So a lot going on in wrestling. AEW. I put out a Twitter poll every Wednesday night on see what everybody thinks, who won the Wednesday Night War, either NXT, AEW. This week, the poll results have been kind of close. Last time I looked at it, it was like 60-40 AEW. I don't even think it's that close. I think AEW has won the past 3 or 4 weeks.
AEW's been good.
Pretty handily. I would say 80-20 if I was voting. So AEW, I think, is in the right direction. They're doing good things, and the more the better is what I say.
We need to put out a poll today.
Yeah.
Who is going to be Jake the Snake's guy?
We need to put out a poll, see who the bigger star is, The Fiend or Goldberg.
Let me tell you something. People that put Goldberg down
are smart.
Or idiots.
Know what they're talking about.
Idiots.
They're good wrestling people.
You need to stop watching wrestling, immediately.
All right,
I'd
everybody.
rather watch guys over here at AML Wrestling in Winston-Salem than Goldberg.
They're coming to East Davidson High School in a couple weeks.
I love it.
All right, everybody. Look us up on Twitter at Main Event Pod. Give us a follow. Let us know what you like about professional wrestling. Let us know what you dislike, because you probably, excuse me, about choked and died. Because you probably agree with Patterson if you don't know good professional wrestling. You can find us on PressPlayPodcast.com. Look us up on there. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that download button. Give us a follow on Twitter. We would love to talk professional wrestling with you. I am Michael Jernigan. Come on,
Jam
bro. Come on,
Patterson.
bro. That joker over here about half asleep. This is the Main Event Wrestling Podcast.
Peace.